So as you can see, Martin's pretty awesome. FX Synergy is a work of genius, and it's even going to get better. While you're thinking, oh yeah, we should look, let's talk about stealth. When I hit the settings, I went ahead and hit presets, and I put 2 in risk. So that now anytime I mark it in, it's going to put 2% of my account based on, I guess that's what I'm not sure of, because there's all these different stop losses, targets, lot sizes. How does it know what 2% is?
Well, 2% is based on the size of the stop. So the stops and targets there are based in pips, and that's just, it just gives you additional values. So if you look on any of the symbol boxes, you have a little list where you have like 15, 20, 25. So it's really just, it's just a list of the options that you can quickly select to quickly place an order. So you can have 1, you can have 50 different values in there, but it just gives you a very quick selection of the default values that you want to use.
Okay, I understand. So let's say the average size trade is a 20 pip stop loss. I can click on 20.
Yes.
And then I could just set some target wherever, because I'm going to end up marketing out when I hit the targets at print on my TradeStation chart. And then when I mark it in, it's...
No, you can also use 0 as a value on the target. So if you go into the preset and put in 0 as the first value, it's going to default to a 0 target, which means that there is no target, right? And then that's what it's going to use. And then that way you don't have a fixed target on the trade, and you can set that up afterwards.
So like right in front of the 50, I could type a 0, comma?
Yep.
Like that. Okay, you guys see that? So now when I close this, it's going to update my list. You'll see it's updating. This is really cool, man. Give it a second to populate.
And that's not a reason why you only want to have the symbols on there that you use.
Yeah, I know. This is a sim account. It's got way too many. But so now I got 0. So I can click on 30, click on 0, and I can hit buy or sell and mark it in. And then it's going to put 2% of my capital based on a 30 pip risk.
Yes.
That's awesome. So there you go. That's how you guys can... Don Parker, oh, you left already. You'll listen to the recording. But anybody who is like fumbling around trying to get into a trade where the market's moving fast, you can just get out of the prep tool and buy or sell with these buttons here and get you in or out, and use 20 as a preset on the stop, because that is basic. That's the average size trade. It's not going to be perfect, but you'll put 2% risk based on the average size 20 pip risk. And that at least is a fast way to get in and out of trades as a last resort. Right? Or you could wait for it to pull back and hit your exact price, and maybe it will and maybe it won't. Again, this is about trading. It's not perfect. Robert Seymour, your best bet is to look at the Getting Started video. And there's some really good training stuff on the pecuniasystems.com site. Okay, once you get it set up, it's really easy. You just got to use it a bit. Troy, you were correct on quick market entry. That is what I've done. Then once in, I go back and update the stop loss and take profits things. Yeah, PJ, I agree. But a lot of times you don't have to do that. Like many times you got plenty of time to place the trade. And when Martin comes out with this new edition, it's all going to be pre-populated, and all you have to do is hit go or yes or confirm or whatever. It's going to be awesome. But even, I mean, I'm fumbling around with this stuff too. Like I'm placing the trades manually. I'm opening up the prep tool. But here's a trick. Have it ready. Have it all set, ready to go. You could already click on risk in 2, so it's there. And I don't have to do it now. It's already there for the next trade. All I have to enter is the entry and the stop and hit commit. 2 numbers. Some of you are copy pasting it right from Discord, which is awesome. Hit commit, and then when it's in the pending tab, or even if it gets filled right away and goes to the market tab, then you can go into the partial here and set your targets up to scale out at each target level, which you have in Discord also. That's it. At least until Martin gives us the magic, the magic pill that we'll all swallow once he's got this amazing tool for us. So
it's in the pharmacy.
It's in the pharmacy. The pharmacist is preparing. Double click on the currency pair opens the prep tool. All right, cool. So double click or right click. Either way, let's see, double click, click. You have to be on the left.
Click on the symbol name.
On the symbol name. All right, yeah, that's cool. So click or right click, either way. Nice. You guys, this is really, really great. Synergy, well, Martin is kind enough to give all of you guys a 20% discount if you use the special link that I have provided, that he has provided. He's provided that I'm providing. Also, my problems at preset seem to relate to use of FX, VM, VPS for our trade a day. Do we need the VPS? Robert, for the trade a day, you don't, because you're just going to be in and out of trades the same day. You can do it on your computer. But if you're using both services, if you're using our swing trade service, I mean, I trade off my VPS. I use FX VM, and I do my day trades with that. So it works great. It might be a little slow for you. Maybe it's your own internet connection. Maybe it's your computer. I mean, I have fast stuff. My internet's blazing fast, but I mean, yeah, the FX VM is a little slower for sure. Myron asking about stealth mode. So here's the thing. There's been a few times when I haven't been filled, and it wasn't even in stealth mode, and I keep waiting for Owanda to explain it to me, and they still haven't gotten back to me. That could happen. You might hit a target, you don't get filled. That's where you use your exit out button. But what I want to know, and I know Myron does, and you explained it to me once, Martin, but maybe you can go over it again, is stealth mode something that we should be using or not? And if so, maybe you could explain how it works.
Okay, so I wouldn't recommend using stealth mode in the current version, because what stealth mode does really is for traders with paranoia, like euphoric paranoia. So stealth mode allows you to hide as much as you can from the broker. So if it's a pending order and you place it in stealth mode, the pending order only exists in Synergy. It doesn't exist in MC4. And so what happens is Synergy monitors the market, and then whenever the market hits the activation price for the pending order, Synergy will place it as a market order, which works really great in most cases. The only caveat is that it's doing it in a live market. So if the market is moving really fast, you may not get the exact price that you wanted. And that may or may not be an issue depending on the strategy, yada, yada, yada. But it can be done, it can be used, but I wouldn't recommend using it unless you really have to. The other thing is that with stealth orders, once it becomes a market stealth order, the stop and target is not with a broker. It's managed by Synergy, so whenever the market goes to the target or the stop, Synergy will close the order. And usually that works fine, but again, if the market is moving really fast, you may not get the exit or the stop that you wanted. And in some cases, the broker may not fill you when you're trying to, or when Synergy is trying to get out of the trade. So it can be used. We have quite a few traders that use it, but it's a bit more on the advanced side, so I wouldn't recommend using it for this, at least not now. In a future update, we're coming out with Stealth 2.0, where the orders actually have a stop and a target, but it is a few pips away from the Stealth one, and you can select what you want to use. So for example, if you have a 20 pip stop and say a 40 pip target, you can have Synergy add, say, a 10 pip offset. So the stop that the broker sees is 30 pips, and the target they see is 50, but the stop in Synergy is 20 and the target is 40. So that way Synergy will try and get you out sooner, but if you can't do that, then at least you'll get out at the emergency stop and target. The other challenge with stealth mode is that, say your internet goes down or you lose power or whatever the case may be, if you're not in a trade, that's fine. You missed the trade, but if you are in a trade, remember there's no stop on those trades. If your computer dies or whatever might happen, you'll have trades in your account without a stop, and you don't want that. So I don't recommend using it unless you're pretty advanced and you know what you're doing.
That's where a good VPS solves that. Hopefully, that's like never has downtime.
Yeah. Yes.
That's cool, man. So I don't know that Awanda's hunting us or not. I do know that, we've got a lot of members and they're all placing the same trade the same day.
Yeah.
A lot of orders at the same location. And is the broker, I mean, if you're in stealth mode and 50 other people aren't, and the broker's hunting you, they're still going to get you, whether you're in stealth mode or not, because everyone else is showing the same trade and they're not in stealth mode, right? So there is that. And the other thing, Myron, is also, we're talking about a trillion, I mean, just such a vast ocean, and we're just little grains of sand falling in the water. So, yeah, it's a concern, but let's face it, most of us are doing really well with this already, and that just goes with the imperfections of trading is how I look at it.
Yeah, I think the best approach to this is that if you find that your broker is messing with your trades, find another broker. That is much better than trying to try and prevent them from playing with you. That's really the best advice I can give. Because if they are doing that, you really don't want to use them. That's the short version.
Yeah, it's true. And Awanda's pretty good. They're reputable.
Yeah, because as you keep on trading and as your account grows, your position size also grows. And if they're all playing with you, over time, it's going to cost you more and more money. So really, you want to use a broker that doesn't do that. Because keep in mind, the broker is making money either way through commissions, whether you win or lose. And there are brokers out there that don't play with you. So if you find that they are, just switch the broker.
Yeah, there's a pretty good ECN, and ECN is the type of broker that wouldn't be doing that, for example. But they're overseas. What I like about them is that you could use Bitcoin, which is really cool. But for U.S. traders, it's kind of a pain. You got to jump through certain hoops and be a little bit under the radar, which I didn't like. And the lowest spread I can find that they offer on the pound Aussie is 2.9, and to me that's just still too high. And that's the best deal. It's a highly rated broker. It's an ECN. But again, overseas, difficult to use if you're an American. There are ways to do it. You have to convert your currency to some sort of thing, and there's all this stupid regulation to deal with. I like the fact you could use crypto and Bitcoin, and you could even trade that. But let's keep things really simple. We're here for trade a day. It's a very simple one symbol only, one chart only, same thing every day only. It's all we need. Don't complicate things. You want to get a little more complicated, you can join our Forex Alert swing trade service. That's using 8 different trade plans. Do not trade the pound Aussie in the swing trade service and then try to day trade it in this trade a day in the same account, because you'll be in conflict. You'll have a long-term trade. You're not going to be able to day trade also. The U.S., you got the first in, first out, the FIFO rule, really stupid again. So don't do that. You're doing both services. Use the pound Aussie only for the day trading, not for the swing trading. Just like with our pound yen, there's the day trade and the 4-hour chart. You can't do both from the same account, one or the other. All right, but other than that, simple, simple, simple. I think we're going to end this. I just want to make sure all questions have been answered. I want to give Martin a big thank you.
Yeah, I just want to add one last comment on the broker buying. Forex is the biggest market that there is. I mean, the daily turnover is in the trillions. It's insane. So don't worry about it. Forex is huge. Each broker has different liquidity pools, and unless you have a gigantic account, your lot size is not going to be anywhere near something exciting for anyone to hunt. So I wouldn't worry about it. And if you do start seeing that, like I said, find another broker. Because there are brokers out there that don't mess with you, and I don't think Oanda does. I've never heard anything negative about Oanda, and I know they've been around for many, many years. So
Yeah, it's super advice. There are tons of brokers, but you want the big reputable ones because brokers do crazy things. If you remember it was a MF Global a few years back during the last, the 2008 crisis. They went bankrupt and a lot of people lost a lot of money, lost their accounts and everything. So you want a big reputable broker, and Owanda has that reputation. Another thing, I just want to point this out. Some of you may have not noticed. The exchange rates are always in flux. Notice that Synergy tells you the value of a pip. The pound Aussie is $7 per full lot, not 10 like a Euro US. It's less money. So that's just, I meant to point that out. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you may be thinking, oh, it's $10 a pip, $1 a mini, 10 cents a micro. No, it isn't. It's always changing. Right now, it's $7.01 a pip. It's 70 cents for a mini, and it's 7 cents for a micro. All right, so Synergy at least is smart enough to know to put on the right risk size based on the value of the pip also. Right, something you guys might have not noticed.
You can also mouse over the label or the text that says risk, and it's going to tell you what that percentage equals. So if you just mouse over the risk text where it says literally risk, there we go.
So that's 6.96 based on a 20 pip stop loss. Right, that's based on the presets.
Yeah, on that account size, on that symbol.
Right, so it's the account size, pip value, stop loss based on marketing in.
Yeah, and then if you go to a different symbol, say the one next to it, like the Kiwi yen, where the pip value is more, if you mouse over risk there, it's going to give you a different lot size.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's all these little hidden gems. This is why you pay money for a great tool and you get your value for it. Don't ever let tools get in the way of your success. It's about penny wise, pound foolish. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Spend the pennies so that you can make the pounds back. This is an investment in business. This is an awesome tool. Nothing like it. Very unique. I think we got something real special here, you guys. Hopefully you're all satisfied. I know it's been a little bit rough going at first, but I think it's going to get better and better as we go. I'm really excited. Any last parting words again, Martin, or shall we say goodbye here? It's been a 2-hour session, went overtime just a little bit. We'll have the recording available. Go ahead, Martin.
I think the parting words is that what we have now is really cool. Synergy has been around for 10 years this year, and it's currently in use by over 40,000 traders in over 100 countries, so it's been around the block. And we're just about to add Pt.5 support, and we're just about to add this tool for you guys, so it'll be coming out next month. I don't want to set a date, but sometime next month we'll have this tool out for you, and that'll make it even faster for you to place the trades. And then sometime early next year, we're going to be adding the key-gas feature with the app that allows you to place it by the click of a button. So yeah, very interesting things coming down the pipe here.
Not to mention all the cool stuff that Martin and I are going to be working on the side with some of my cutting-edge new strategy ideas and making Spotlight and Counterpunch and probably Catapult. I don't know about Catapult. We'll see. Other strategies available at Pt.5 and other tools just to make it easier to trade. So lots of things to look forward to going forward. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Hope you enjoyed it. I will have the recording up on the site as soon as possible. And as usual, if you have any questions, you can send them to support@backpacktrader.com. That goes directly to Kevin's inbox, just so you know. And Kevin's not here at the moment, but he knows. He doesn't mind. All right, guys. Everyone have a great day. See you next time.